I'm Dr. Benjamin Visger, and this is a little lesson on true pain. To me, true pain is sharp, pinching, shooting, burning, or cramping pain that happens instantly in response to what I'm doing. It means injury, it means harm, and it's my body's way of telling me, stop. So if that's true pain, what's the alternative? The alternative to me is discomfort, which is dull, sore, tight, stiff, or aching. And discomfort is very different because it's sometimes a bad sign, sometimes it's normal, and sometimes it's a good sign. So I can't universally say soreness is bad or aching is a sign of injury. You see, at the end of this adventure, if my feet and legs are sore, have I harmed them? Is my body worse now? No, it means I've built some endurance, I've exercised. However, what if I push through this more and more to the point that I am limping and cramping by the end of it? Well, then it is a problem. But in that sense, you could say that the discomfort has progressed into some sort of a accumulated true pain, but that's not really the destination I would go for. The point being that some amount of discomfort is good or even normal. So like if I teach a patient a postural exercise and her upper back is more sore, okay, that probably means she's using muscles in ways that she hasn't in a long time. What if I teach a patient a new back exercise and he starts to loosen up very stiff joints? That can make him ache more. First, yes. So how do you know when discomfort is good, bad, or normal? How do you know if an exercise is hurting you or helping you? Well, I'll teach you my principles. My principles are, first of all, if it is a small, dull amount of discomfort, if it's a low enough level that I can relax through it and it does not progress as I go, staying relatively steady, I'm probably fine. If instead I feel worsening discomfort as I go, if I feel that the ache or the soreness is getting higher and higher, that's a sign that my body is overcompensating, is having a hard time delivering what I'm asking it to do. Furthermore, in the morning, if I feel sore and stiff, but once I get moving, I feel well again and otherwise I'm back to normal, that's probably a good sign that I exercised the right amount and what I did the day before wasn't immediately a problem. If I'm sore all day or can hardly get out of bed, that's a sign I've overdone it. Now, an important lesson with this too is that discomfort can operate along a delayed reaction, and therefore I sometimes call it slow pain. Just like with true pain, I sometimes call that fast pain. So thinking of discomfort as slow pain, imagine that I rake all the leaves in my yard one day, and then I go build a shed the next day, and then I pull weeds for 4 hours the following day, and I can't get out of bed the 4th day. Which of those was wrong? Well, you probably guessed it was the accumulation of them, not to say any one of them was exactly the worst thing. And so, because discomfort can have a delayed reaction, and again, I sometimes call it slow pain for that reason, then I know too that there's a certain accumulation of things. A rule of thumb I go by is 72 hours. So if I do something, let's say, going out there and pulling weeds for 4 hours, well, and even if I don't hurt the next day, even if I feel fine, I still keep in mind that I have perhaps a approximately 72-hour window where I better behave well, or I'll still be dealing with some of the repercussions of that previous engagement. What's the risk if I do too much? Well, it will accumulate and that bill will come due with interest. And I'm not going to like the way I feel when it does. So in general, if I feel that I'm relaxed and feeling that what I'm doing is not substantially worsening as I go, if I feel well in the morning, I'm generally on track, and that means that the exercise or activity is probably safe for me in that context. But anytime I'm starting something new, I would certainly want to give it a few days before repeating it. So if I went to the gym and started a new exercise and did that 3 days in a row, I might not know how bad it is for me until the 4th day that I can't get out of bed. Contrast all this once more with true pain. And the point is to avoid true pain. The point is to cure true pain. True pain being the sign of injury, the body's way of saying stop. If I have sharpness, pinching, shooting, burning, or cramping, I stop it. I change it immediately. It is never worth pushing through. And anyone who does, I ask them, is this worth spending your pain on? Many of us have things we want to do, things we feel we have to do. And the result is we push through pain. Is that wise? Am I a wiser person for having accumulated damage in my body that, by the way, comes on a lot more quickly than it leaves? Well, that requires an understanding of true pain, and I hope that you have a better one now. I'm Dr. Benjamin Visger, and in fact, right now, I'm in no pain at all.